You are watching Life on Gabriola TV, community television, for you, by you.
This is the Gabriola Theatre Centre, and it was my grandfather's, and he passed away in 2015. He sold the property in 2014, and then my husband and I were very, very fortunate. We were able to purchase the property. We had tenants, but finally, after really 2 years of hard work, we are able to reopen it, and I'm very excited about a dance performance that will be for our grand opening, and that I feel is just the beginning of many wonderful things that will come.
There's a maximum occupancy, so it's just
So I have been speaking to different musicians, and I have been speaking to former students of my grandfather's, and then there's the lovely Daina Ashbee, and we are collaborating together. We'll be bringing an amazing dance to Gabriola called Serpentine, and that will be coming in, I would say, February, March of 2024. I had not heard of Daina, though somebody posted on Facebook, I guess it was in March, days before there was going to be a show that she was presenting, Hello Buffalo. And as soon as I read about her, I thought, oh my goodness, that's an amazing thing coming to Gabriola. And I was like overjoyed. Right away, I emailed, got tickets, and I was so excited. And then I reached out to her because I knew that at that point, we were doing renovations, and I was hoping that they were going to be finished before the summer. And so I had sent her a message. I have this theater of my grandfather's that we're finishing up. If you ever thought you would like to do something here, please let me know. And she was really, really busy at that time, and she just sent me a little flower. And I thought, oh, Daina's responding to me. This amazing person has responded. Oh, that's so fantastic. I hadn't even seen her show. When I saw it, I was just completely floored, not only by the performance itself, but by the audience and how engaged they were and how riveted everybody was. It was complete silence. So not long ago, she reached out to me and said, oh, I'd like to come and see the theater. And I was like, oh, I was just like, no. And really, as soon as I brought her here, and then I said, well, I want to do artist in residence, and I showed her the whole space, and she said, this is perfect for that. And she walked around, and she thought, and she said, I have to think about it. I have to think if I can do a piece that I'm thinking about doing here, and I'll get back to you. I thought that would be it. There would be, that the space was too small, that Daina wouldn't figure it out, and then she messaged me back, yes, I want to do it. Do you think that we could do it? Because I've got this artist in residence coming. Do you think we could possibly do it in October? And that was going to be for our opening. And I was like, yes, I will do everything. I will do all the grunt work. I will do all the producing things that need to be done, because she was going on tour and she wouldn't be able to do any of these things. And so we did everything we could, and then the dancers, their visa got held. Serpentine will be coming, and with the dancer that Daina wants to perform this piece.
Serpentine, it's a piece I created when I was 27. so already 6 years ago. And it's been touring ever since it was created. The first presentation was a work in progress, and it was at the MAI, which is, in French, it's Montréal Arts Interculturels, Montreal Intercultural Arts. And it was presented in their gallery space as a work in progress in Montreal. And that piece toured in Paris and then had its world premiere in Montreal. And it was later presented in all kinds of places. We did it in Italy and Germany, the United States, New York, Canada. It was performed at the Art Gallery of Ontario. So it's one of these pieces that has a long life, it seems, which is, I think, something really, really beautiful and amazing. And for whatever reason, it turned out to be a very successful dance piece. I'm confident that there's an audience for Serpentine on Gabriola, and I'm excited about presenting slowly. You know, I don't want to overcharge Gabriola with my own work, but slowly over time presenting a few of my other pieces, because I have a repertoire of about 8 or 9 shows that I've created over the last 9 years. I think it's all about the vision that Jasmine has. She's expressed to me a desire to bring dance, a desire to bring high caliber works, a desire to have an artist residency space. So already it sounds like bringing artists of high caliber to present high caliber work on Gabriola, but also having local and emerging artists to develop projects while here on Gabriola. So I think it's going to cover a lot of areas where there's been maybe some gaps, maybe something is missing. And I think we'll see how her vision develops, but it's exciting that she is starting this. It's brand new and there's many directions that she could take it. And it's just exciting to see how her vision evolves.
I am just so pleased, because this is something that I have wanted to do for my grandfather for so long, and just being able to live on Gabriola and to be here in this wonderful island that is so creative and full of so many wonderful artists and people, to be able to provide this venue again. And Gabriola's lost a number of venues over the years, and then this venue sat dormant for 5 full years, which is a long time. When I was thinking about what would be significant to me and to anyone else who came back into the space, I have, fortunately, all of his photos of his that he had done over the time of productions he was in, and I was fortunate enough to collect and keep all of these things of his. So I really wanted to put him up everywhere. I wanted to bring him home, because really his first love, his always love, was theater. And every picture on the wall is him in a production. It's not pictures of him, it's pictures of him acting. And my most favorite play, and that he got a Jessie for, was Tuesdays with Maury, which we have the big poster. The most wonderful part of all of this are the people that have come in since we've reopened, and they tell me stories about him. They look at the pictures and they're like, oh wow, or I remember this play that I saw here. And so there is a real genuine love of this space being reopened, that I feel like so joyful to know that I could have done that for the community. I also just want to honor him, so there's that piece. And to be able to have the opportunity to have different artists come here and to present work that the audience can be able to be fully immersed in, or have the opportunity for conversations afterwards, like talk-back sessions, or to have that opportunity to actually witness the connection between the performer and the audience, and then that shared experience that happens. I feel that's like so essential to what we need now in the world. Our time has changed, and COVID has changed a lot of things. So to know that we can bring something back and bring people together in that way, it just means a lot to me. And I know that that was something that my grandfather always did. He just brought people together.